guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
On in the backfield, it's Gibson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Rose. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this offense comes out 1st down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
How about that pass rush coming up with a 3rd down sack and forcing the punt? Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. third down. He drops the throw. Pulls it in. It's good. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a push on fourth down. Fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level, getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it. Looking for a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on top.
Quickly complete. He's trying to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of the score. 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Trying to punch it in. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense earlier this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Can't get him to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sub-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. Grab through the middle. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
On the ready. Here we go.
The option look. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. With the catch, it's Hardy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Rose. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're thrown to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Myers deep on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Here we go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw, it's Rose. And they can't make the connection on third down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Crosses the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Went to the running game to convert that fourth down. They might go right back to it here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hook. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense at this point is just doing everything they can to not give the football back to their opponent. Even though they're up in this game, they're still going for it on fourth down. That now the third different fourth down they've converted in this game.
To the air, it's Rose. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. Lowers those pads. And he's got a touchdown. That touchdown puts him up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner will be brought down.
17, and the offense will take over.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Leaves it with the running back. He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Rose. Makes the grab. Spins away. Powers through. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the back. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got the back over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And nice job there, David, fighting the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker. A little angle
hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly, and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball's going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Second down, he'll throw it. There's a hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to punt it away.
And they'll just down it right there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Ballard. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down up to 37. Last completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Got it. Second down now after the sack. Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Of 2.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call is on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. It's Gibson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Slide!
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Lizzie. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Grab behind the line. It's Gibson.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll try the run. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And now they've moved into the red zone. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout by the offense.
Okay, ready?
It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
6-9-1.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Lasso.
Dropping back, it's Rose. It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
That's a 1st down.
They're going to run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
And go. Ready?
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
Number 26.
Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
In the backfield, it's Sullivan. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball to 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Rides to back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The short hands, it's Jacob. You want to talk about right on your feet. Man, can he get through there? He's down to the 37. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37.
22, Spider.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They got a first down. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
On the set.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. That's brilliant. It's Williams. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Motion from the back. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave him the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just keeps swinging it. Got his man down the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The sure hands, it's Harding. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that line.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Going for the marker on the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When we think back to this game, we're going to remember all these fourth down conversions. That's the fourth different time now this offense has been able to make it happen and stay on the field.
Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Harding. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Easy. Longer. Acorn.
Looking for a man. It's Rose. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Brought down at the 25-yard line.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
On the set.
Back behind the chains, 1st and 15.
Lasso. Go.
The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Never say die attitude. And I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game. But I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in. And
Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
this has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Got him downfield. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started.
Cricket! Rita! Rita!
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Handoff from the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This offense has been teaching a master class on 4th down. Already 4 for 4, and they'll try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Got it!
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Flex! Roll! Ready?
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down to the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Rose. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
42 Spider! 4-2 Spider!
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never allowed. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by 10 to Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabbed in the middle. It's good. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
At the 14.
They get to the line quickly.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield. It's Rose. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Okay, first. Set. Ready. Dringo.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Now this offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt, they put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Firing to the right, complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down.
And the offense will take over. 1st
So
and
we'll
10.
see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bell. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 30. Tag. And he will house it.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The official is offered the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double. Let's go.
Now on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to create as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Lining up to convert third down.
Down 55. Black 24. Black 24.
They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Lasso. Lasso.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Gill. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.